They can't.
Yeah,
they
you
can't
can't.
kill.
I think they have to be like level 5.
I think they need to draft equally greedy though.
Yeah, they need to go for. They need
PLAM
They need,
something.
yeah, something like
Morphling's
that.
also still
Morphling.
out there.
And Juggernaut might be able to spin,
This is nice.
but he's still
this
gonna
is
get
good.
blocked by the Fisher.
It's equally greedy like you guys suggested, and it's really good versus Juggernaut because of Shadow Dance. You can dodge the Omni Slash. But
there is a bit of difference between these two offlaners, though. If anything, it's the Nature's Prophet who's a little bit more of the aggressive of the 3 cores that they have. Meanwhile, the Lone Druid is obviously much more of a carry type offlaner. What are the differences of playstyle as we look at that?
I think ROTK is probably just going to look to get aggressive around that a little bit more than...
Well, you're seeing it up in the top lane. He's going to gank up the enemy offlaner with the help of his 2 supports. MMY is still going to die, and that will be evenly distributed among the remaining heroes.
Yeah, and Fly's going to TP up here immediately because he doesn't want all of this to go to waste, but the good news for OG is that, yes, Moon has died twice, but Miracle is getting free farm on this map, and this time around, he has, I think, a better course than Jug. I feel like the weakness of Jug is, especially because he went for that S&Y build, he was never really able to transition fast enough, or like he wanted, but with a hero like Slark, this hero's a monster, especially against Venge and Witch Doctor, those are like the dream supports if I'm a Slark. Do they really have any ways to deal with him later on into the game? I feel like they don't.
no.
Maybe on the main game, no tail, picks up that he's going to be able to get into the trees, but Sylar is refusing that lane. He's still going to be able to get off the last zone. He's actually trying to keep Sylar on the cliff, but it's just not quite enough. That dagger does give the movement just long enough for Spectre to be able to get back down the cliff, gives the kill on the Batrider. That was a course that are able to do something relatively early on. So we're still keeping the pace pretty high, but we're also making sure that we still have mid to late game. Nice picture there. They are going to go for MMY. Sylar would have been the better pickoff, but I don't think No Tail felt comfortable going for that one. He just would have been stunned up underneath the palace, so gets the easy kill on the support.
I think the biggest difference for LGD, in all honesty, is that this time around ROTK is getting involved early on and setting the tempo. He was pretty critical in the mid kill. He was able to help out at top as well. And in the other 2 games that I saw him, I felt like he was just completely phased out and he focused way too much on his own farm.
And the jungle, but I don't think that's what LG are looking for. I think they're, trying to grab the Batrider while he's doing his stacks.
Maybe he's got the Omni Slash available to himself. This should be enough damage. Fly alone is not their target.
Oh, absolutely.
They'll take this if they can't find anybody else. It should be a quick and easy kill.
They're going to try and transition that into pressuring the tier 1 tower, but then of course No Tail just shows up halfway through doing his jungle and will be able to put a stop to it. If they could have gotten No Tail and slowed down that dagger timing, that would have been great because, as you said, No Tail, because they're running 4, they have 2 cores they can't depend upon to actually provide the game. So that gives us all of No Tail.
Oh, and No Tail's going to get drawn on as DDC. He did not expect that.
Yes, they're so big, but LGD willing to commit early 5-man rotation. Caught No Tail by surprise. The tier 1 tower in the top lane.
Sylar is getting so much out of all of these mini engagements that they're getting into right now. He shows up at bottom Miracle, just trying to scare him into the strategy before. I'm good. I know somebody on my team getting farmed. That person's Miracle.
MMY is going to be taken out by the Batrider. That's just no fun to deal with. Hit that because I hate
They just give the kill to Chris too, and at the same time, Miracle actually gave a solo kill.
managed to pick up the Nature's Prophet. He actually started TPing out underneath that Slark Shadow Dance, but when the TP was cancelled by LGD,
I think the first thing they might have even had better.
oh, Sylar's actually going to go for Miracle because he knows that the Shadow Dance is down, but a Blink Dagger pickup. Oh, Miracle, you sneaky devil, you.
Sylar's still going for it.
Sylar's still trying to, but he's now running the dagger. Oh, Miracle just got to get to the trees, but the Fury and all comes out. That's enough extra damage. LGD just were surrounding that Slark. They knew how all important that kill was. Maybe Miracle shouldn't have stuck around to try and pressure that. That was just perhaps a bit greedy, showing the enemy that you didn't have Shadow Dance anymore and sticking around. Like,
Look what's happened in and why this style works out so well. So, how much are they going to do here?
well, they're putting the DOC block right now, so we'll talk about that in a second. Sylar is actually going to see a one-off kill on TDC. Oh, that's a bad position. That is a No Tail in a little bit of trouble. They managed to get the heads off on his Sylar. Tyler. He's staying right on top of No Tail. He desperately wants he's gonna get it too. Thanks to that Aegis, he can all out here on OG. He uses over crit as well. Takes him out with that missile. Moon positions himself to hit on maybe. That's gonna be able to do much unless Miracle can come in. He takes out the Spectre. There goes that Aegis, and maybe pops his invis rune. Miracle may not have been expecting that one. He's got the pound, being body blocked up by maybe, but LGD are going to call it quits there. They definitely could do something more for their lineup. Could you say the same about OGs? Because one of the downsides is when they get the space to push, anything but the lone druid is not actually able to take time.
Oh, DDC at top. Miracle is thinking about it right now. He's got the Shadow Dance too. He could...
DDC on the voodoo restoration, but it's not going to do much. He ends up dying, and Miracle that Shadow Dance to make sure he can stay ahead of the Vengeance Spirit and not get swapped back.
I think this time around though, they're a lot better off than Arc.
He's got the 3 levels of Aftershock. He doesn't even max out Fisher just to make sure that he actually can get a combination. You need level 3 of Aftershock.
This is something about my OG, they can get there in time. LGD though, they're gonna
a little bit faster. Moon, this makes slow and hitting on the Moon, especially with that roar. He may end up dying here, but OG, the Fisher goes out, it's not going to be enough. Blind misses his stun. Plan on it too, but it's not that good. He doesn't actually control the hero all that well. Maybe he doesn't miracles now. It is a huge fight. DDC lets go that death ward. He pops the Shadow Dance and will be able to take out DDC. Turns back, makes the fly. That will be possible. The TP ends up being cancelled, and OG do punish LGD successfully. This is just going to be a bit too slow. They can see that the Radiance isn't up yet. This seems like a really great opportunity for them to go. The other side comes over the tree, so he does get end up lying up on the cliff, but it doesn't seem to matter. Crit's almost dead practically from the Spectre alone. Did get the Lion, it looks like, farther down. Must have been Spectre killing him.
I almost feel like if he was really quick, he could have on both of them. Like the Earthshaker was really low in that fight, but look how effective that Spec font is.
21 minutes, got it.
I will tell you now, none of the supports in this game will kill two shots.
What are you gonna do? They pop the Ghost Scepter, it only lasts so long, the swap goes down, Miracle stays right on top of the board. But if they can actually lock down Miracle, stay ahead of it, don't let him pounce away. He's getting to the trees, trying to get over, he does get on top of the cliff, and actually pursue him. Now they get the lasso as well as that Lion Finger. It's actually gonna go down here. Miracle comes back and strikes. Able to pick up that kill, double there. Now they're gonna go for the Miracle's up run off of him as well. He's going to go from having a Scotty at 20 minutes to having some fresh item by 25 with the way this fight is going.
Just right now the Slark is going to go unchecked. And
Pop Tyler, but a nice swap still up there. Stays on top of him. Battle of the wheel. Does go down. So up and down. He's going to try and come up with the spin. Miracle has the pound sequence. Quick right turn. Beautiful play there. Going to get a little bit more damage. He has the malediction on him as well. He has another pound, but it's not going to be enough. LGD. That was a beautiful trade-off that they desperately needed. Expertly well played.
that was one of the coolest.
I don't think this really matters. They don't want to really get into this fight anyway. OG will not go under. Now Flying No Tail is going to have a pass bouncing back and forth between the two of them. Looks like No Tail is going to be able to get away. Our Vengeful Spirit is pretty much stuck behind enemy lines. Lion is going to go down. Chase will go away. And Grid, well, Tyler is going to go down. Managed to get taken out by Claire. Who wants to be able to get out of here, though? This is LGD. The rest of them still look very healthy. The pick off on the Spectre was nice. They managed to trade it for their 2 supports, but they can't really continue to engage. And LGD shouldn't want to anyways. They've got to come in top lane when Miracle is going at it.
Oh, it is going to be the BKB, by the way, for maybe, and look at Miracle just like turn around.
By the pit, built a little bit more information, and now LGD are going to start to
Tyler, are you really going to
interact with still there, somebody pick it up. Yes, he gets it towards the tail end of the turn on the Miracle up onto the tree, he pounces himself out back down. Siler's almost dead here, but Miracle just can't get his hands on it. It's only the Aegis anyway. He picks up the ring of stability and just definitely his way back out of that one. Save the ring, he says, and will be able to escape into the trees. LGD on hot pursuit here, but it doesn't seem like they're going to catch anything. Either way, though, that was still a beautiful win there. As I'm not sure how they managed to keep that Aegis out of the hands of OG for so long.
If you lose a gem once to on Spectre, awful, because you're not going to just carry around dust. Man, things are... I still think OG is in the driver's seat, which is why they're going for the smoke right now, regardless of the... RTK.
Swap back out though, RTK is going to be able to get away. They're going to have to contest themselves still on MMY, Siler. Forget about contesting there with his Aegis, but he's inside. It's just not really worth it. Miracle, looking for more. He just managed to chase away LGD. No need to overly pursue because the top lane, Moo, takes the tier 2 tower.
We've been talking about the Slark this entire time, but we've almost just completely disregarded the fact that Moon almost has an assault current flags in a radius of 1 minute of the game. It's just doing him a disservice, honestly. Oh, he has it actually.
RTK thinks he can get the pick off here. Glimmer Cape is buying some time for flying. No tell. Gets a bit more of that force staff and the pushback.
Got a point booster. Oh, nice.
All the way around, they'll catch Moon here. Lead with the spin. Here that Moon isn't able to get a good blow. He's trying to get himself in that position to get multiple heroes back and keep the away. And it almost no was going to work, but a swap stops him just in time.
He was like gone. You see the outline of his body.
Not. Now with a big pickoff at that. Lone Druid down for 60 seconds. LGD can get a lot of kind of. Obviously, it's not concrete. Oh, it's kind of fluid based on. They don't have to worry about that. Get picked off. That was better than the Lone Druid pickoff that LGD got earlier.
That feel like it took a pretty long time.
Yeah,
despite the fact that he was like completed by himself and he didn't even get banned until the end.
Late game Spectre. Games are always going to be scary for OG no matter what.
This time around though, I think they've itemized, plus they have the better heroes. Kind of work around.
No tail. The Spectre ultimate starts actually may have to turn to blind. Instead, he's getting hexed up. Taking out the Tear Shaker. But now he's in last up. Still reintroduces himself to the fight. Makes sure to grab the critical carry. The drop goes down, but they're going to be able to run him down the bear. Siler just cannot get away from this one.
Even gets the root. He's down too. Is they've got full vision of him. This Slark just does way too much damage.
Get the gem, boys! Oh, they didn't see that one.
Nobody cares. They're just gonna go for Rex.
Alright, go, go, go! Straight down mid. Just slide right back through the bottom lane.
Yeah.
Force some buybacks and...
They can just force buybacks and go for Roshan right now. It's a really bad situation for LG.
Because even when they buy back on the Spectre, it still doesn't have fun.
Yeah.
So, you go for Roshan there, it's actually not a very good way for LG to
They use the buybacks, and if LGD engage outside their base and they lose this fight, the game's over anyway. Miracle just jumps in.
He really wants the quick takeoff on me to prevent that death force. Such a huge impact. Rampage on a 3-2. Davies forces the BKB, but he's having all of his stats blown away from Miracle. Siler's even gonna die. That's pretty much the end of the game right there. Then 3 heroes down. Miracle keeps on going. The unadulterated aggression out of OG ends this game way faster than you would have thought. Just 5 minutes ago, you're looking at a relatively even match from OG and LGD. Anything could turn around. OG can one pick off on Spectre and never let go of that advantage.
They have pretty much controlled the game. Slark is a decidedly different hero than the Jungle was in the last game. In the last game, even though OG were up like 10k, I said that LGD had like a 40% chance to still win before the fight even happened, but that's because of the type of heroes that they had. This time around, OG have a Slark. That hero destroys at least 3 of the heroes on LGD. He itemized so well that the spec couldn't even survive. Play by them. LGD just looks so disappointed, but...
And OG
and get it.